Good evening and welcome to Serpentini Field in Pakistan Stadium. I'm Clay Sprague, your host, with my partner Donald Hill, and I'm here with the Strongsville Mustang captains. So I'm going to introduce them and we're going to preview tonight's game versus Hudson.
I'm Bobby Hardy. I play linebacker. We're number 4.
I'm Jake Boyle, number 44. I'm middle linebacker.
Okay, gentlemen, Hudson traditionally has a good team, as does Strongsville. So what do you expect from tonight's game?
We plan to come out and execute our game plan. We've worked all off-season long since November. We're ready for situations like this. I mean, they're a good team. They're a perennial playoff team. We know what they bring to the table, but we think tonight we're going to be better.
Outstanding. Okay, very good. How about you, my friend?
I mean, we had a good week of practice coming off the Berea win. Everyone's focused, determined. Like, we know we have a good offense, a good, strong pro offense with good running backs. But, I mean, we execute our assignments and play well. It'll be a good game.
Bobby and Jake, thank you so much. And Mr. Hill, any comments for tonight's game?
Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck, Mustangs.
Thank you. Okay, we'll see you from the box upstairs. And Mustangs, good luck tonight. We're real proud of you guys. I know you've been working hard, and let's go get them Mustangs. All right. Thanks from Serpentini Field. We'll see you upstairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Strongsville Mustangs!
Good evening, Strongsville and everyone. Welcome to the 2018 Strongsville Mustangs football season. We're here at Pakistan Stadium. I'm Don Hill, and I have my partner here, Clay Sprague. Hi, Clay.
Good evening.
It's a beautiful day here, so let's have a beautiful day of football. I think we'll be okay with this. At this point in time, the band's still on the field. The teams come out, and they're getting together on the sideline here. The Mustangs are closest to us at the 50, and the Explorers are on the far sideline, also at the 50, getting themselves together. So we're going to have a kickoff here real soon. The Mustangs will be receiving. The Explorers are kicking off from the 40-yard line. And here we go. Mustangs received on their 3-yard line. There you go.
Tackle made by number 37, Jacob Clary. Return of 35 yards.
Are you alive? Hope so.
The Mustangs have possession at their 32. Flat pass.
Major's pass is complete to Taylor Griffin. You know what that is, folks. Cable Ties Unlimited, Strongsville, first down! Tackle made by number 45, Quinton Howell.
Yeah.
Explorers, 45-yard line.
So good so far. Motion in the backfield, handoff, and negative numbers on that one.
Griffin taking the ball, loss of a yard. Tackle made by number 45, Quinton Howell, will be second down and 11.
That Mustangs lost one in that last play, so now they're at.
For number 33, Joey Gillette, 3rd down and 11. In on coverage for the Explorers, number 24, Patrick McKeon.
Possession still from the Explorers side of the field. Mustangs are at the 46. They lost a yard in that last flat pass that they tried. Pass play. It can't tell from here. Can't tell if it was reception or not from here.
Pass is complete.
Okay.
Donnabaker's pass pulled in by Nick Adams. And that's another cable ties unlimited.
All right. Okay.
Strongsville, first down.
Well, at least they didn't call it trapping or anything like that, because it looked real close from this vantage point, but you have to be down there to see it.
In on coverage for the Hudson, number 27, Ryan Graham.
From down to the 19-yard line. Mustangs are doing pretty well. They haven't really missed a beat since they started the series, Clay. And yeah. Okay. Touchdown.
Taylor Griffin for a 14-yard touchdown. Right through the middle of that line.
That was a nice, strong, aggressive first series.
Blocking up front. Left tackle, J.D. Duplain. Left guard, Ryan Seafeld. Center, Sam Eckford. Her right guard, Francis Lally. And right tackle, number 78, Patrick Corrales. Point after attempt is good. Kicked by Johnny Kramer. Held by E.J. Geis.
They weren't given much of a resistance from the Explorers coming out of there. So at this point, Mustangs kicking off.
Kramer's kick down to the 2. On the return for Hudson, winding his way through the Mustangs.
At about the 27-yard line.
Eric Wills, 19 on the return for Hudson.
So let's see how Hudson comes out, what they've got to offer to the Mustangs on this the first series.
Number 28.
Jack Masenti.
It'll be interesting to see from last year how the defense has evolved from what I experienced last year to this year. And a different team and a new set of seniors out there. They're going to play a little differently, so this will be fun.
You know, you're right, Don. They lost a lot of good players. So we'll have to see how Hudson comes out. Sweep to the left. The Mustangs spread it out. Do a nice job. Gain of 1 on the play. Mustangs hold them on the first down.
Carrying the ball for the Explorers. Gain of 2. Brought down by number 43.
Jesse Kramer.
There we go.
Also in on the stop, number 26.
Daoud Nasser.
Explorers set up on our 26 from the shotgun. 2 backs and 2 wideouts. Pass play. Reception and down at the 37-yard line.
Was that a gain on the play of about 11 yards? Hudson first down.
Yeah, they scored the first down.
Okay,
Tackle
here we
made
go.
by number 1, Nick Adams.
Quarterback under center for Hudson.
Max, I got nothing.
2 back, 2 wide outs. Going to be a pass play. And completely incomplete. The quarterback got stuffed back at the 21-yard line. There was no loss in that. He got the pass away.
Second down.
John Major in on coverage.
Strongsville's defense is set up. A little adjustment here. Explorers are set. Quarterback under center. Same step they had last time, but stuff. Maybe a gain of 1. Maybe, if that.
Ludwig carrying the ball
Mustangs
for
defense
Hudson.
got him right, pretty much at the line right there.
1 yard gain and on a stop. Number 43.
Jensen.
An early key play of the game, Mustang fans. Let's hear ya.
Explorers in the huddle. From the shotgun, the Explorers pass play. Yeah.
Brady Ludwig pass.
No, pass downfield.
Liam Brennan's pass. Incomplete.
There was no reception, and at this point in time, the
Pass intended
The Explorers
for number
have to
11,
punt.
Luke McLaughlin. Daoud Nasser in on coverage.
Okay.
4th down. Deep for the Mustangs, receiving number 5.
Taylor Griffin deep for the Mustangs.
better. Getting better. Okay. Mustangs let it go. Travels downfield to the 18-yard line. And the Mustangs will take possession.
To Geronimo's punt. All the way down to the Strongsville 18-yard line, where the Mustangs will start the march.
So the Hudson away jerseys are white with outlined white letters. They're difficult to see from up here, so we're sorry we're not announcing more of the kids' names. They're just really hard to see from up here. Okay, the audio's working better, was working better up here.
It's not too bad. While you were talking, I was appreciating the Battle of the Bands, so give me a second to have my nerd moment.
All right.
So Strongsville has possession of their 18. Pass play and reception. I can't even see that far. You know, I think I need new glasses.
So Johnny's pass was complete. Kevin Lawler on the reception. And a first down for Strongsville. So here we go. They're at the 30-yard line. Johnny comes back to the huddle.
This is Strongsville's second possession. So we'll see how they get down the field this time. They were pretty strong the first one, so let's see if they keep that momentum up.
It looks like Hudson's a little outsized by Strongsville. They're coming out with a 44 defense tonight. But the Mustangs are kind of having their way up front. So I expect we're going to see more Taylor Griffin.
Okay, yeah.
Taking a handoff for the Mustangs, number 5, Taylor Griffin.
There's definitely a size difference in the line. I noticed that, you know, going through the series here. So we'll see if the Strongsville line is able to push the defense back some, at least create holes like it did to score that touchdown. That was pretty good.
Made by number 91, Michael Canigula.
Strongsville comes out. They have 3 wide outs, 1 far, 2 near, and 2 backs. from the shotgun. Definitely a pass play, and missed
Johnny's
one
in
tackle.
trouble.
Missed one tackle, but
Hudson shoots through, gets him in the backfield for a loss of 4. So now it's going to be a tough one, Don. I mean, they kind of know, what we're going to do relative to, quick pass play or, looking for Taylor. They're kind of keying on some of our strong plays.
I think so. But he missed one tackle there, and then at that point in time, he was stuck, and the Explorers came in and swarmed him. So I think he still has the moves. They're going to try another pass play. They can get that yardage back if they execute it right. So we can see how that goes.
So Cooper Hawk closest to us. Adams in motion. Johnny looks to pass. He scrambles. Looks like a holding. Yep.
Definitely got a flag down.
Johnny takes off. Geez, it looks like he'd have a first down, but boy, the way they were swarming him in the backfield, that looks like holding down.
Yeah, none of this might matter from where the flag was thrown. So that was a good run, and they did what they needed to do, but certainly with a penalty, that makes it all worthless. Plays coming back plus a loss. That's the hard part. Now they got that much more to go.
Holding, Strongsville.
So again, welcome everybody to Serpentini Field here at Strongsville. I'm Clay Sprague. This is Don Hill, my partner. We're here for the second game of the season. The Mustangs are 1-0, and Hudson is 0-1. They come in after a tough-fought game last week against Fitch. But we know Hudson. We know they bring it every single game and every year.
Yes, they do.
So Strongsville looks forward to playing them because these guys are well coached. They have a great youth football team, and this is not going to be an easy game, Don.
No, I do expect that Hudson will adjust once they get it together. This is only the third series of the game, so I think they'll adjust pretty well if they need to, and then bring a better game. At this point in time, it's still fresh.
So Strongsville's got 3 receivers to the left. Hudson drops into a 4-3 defense. Taylor gets the call, and he's got an opening.
Run play up the middle, stiff arm to the 20, so they did gain a bunch. Still behind the first yard marker by about 12 yards.
Tackle made by number 24, Patrick McKeon.
Make that 7 yards.
Gain of 11.
So we expect Strongsville to be strong tonight as far as offense goes, but let's see how they do with the defense. Again, losing so many good players from last year. Johnny drops back to punt for the Mustangs, and it's 4th and about 18.
Punt's
Good
up and
snap.
good.
Punt's a little low, but it takes a Strongsville bounce. And it's down at the 38 of Hudson. Number 32 on the coverage, that's Zach Savage for Strongsville. So with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter, Mustangs are up 7-0. And, I think we're going to see an interesting set of play calls here because they've got decent field position. I think they're going to test the defensive backs of Strongsville, which ironically is one of their deeper areas.
Yeah.
We've lost some very strong linebackers, but I suspect they're going to test the DBs. So sweep to the outside. He gets out in the open, and the DBs come up and make the tackle. Unfortunately, though, Don, they gain at 12.
Gain at 12, so they're down at the Strongsville's 48-yard line.
Making the stop for Strongsville, number 33, Joey Gillette.
Well, I like the way the Strongsville's defense they execute, and they'll swarm to the ball runner, so that you're not missing tackles downfield, and that's an important thing because they'll get downfield. They could have gotten 15 yards or better, so we'll see how this goes. Another handoff play from scrimmage.
Right up the middle.
Taking a handoff from Brennan, number 5,
maybe 8 yards.
Brady Ludwig.
Looked like there was a tackle right up front.
10, Kevin Lawler.
Kevin Lawler stepped in. I think you had X was in there, the big nose tackle. I know our our watchers are watching the nose tackle for Strongsville, Xavier, he's a beast right in the middle. He takes up 3 positions.
I see that. Oh, yes, he does.
So back to pass.
The flat short screen play. That was executed pretty well by Hudson. So they got that off because they had the rush coming from X in the line coming up the front. So he got the pass off to the short screen and got a few yards out of that. And for a first down for Hudson.
Brian Liam, the quarterback for Hudson. Zach Masunchek on the tackle. And folks probably know that his dad is one of the junior high coaches and one of the teachers over there. And so it's great to see Zach out there having some fun and making some plays for Strongsville.
Absolutely. Another handoff from the line of scrimmage. Hudson ground out maybe 3 or 4 yards out of that.
Gains a couple.
Jake Poyle on the stop for Strongsville, coming up from linebacker.
In on the stop for the Mustangs, number 73, Xavier Vaughn.
Yep, and Xavier Vaughn in there.
15.
Andrew Keating.
And of course, big Andrew Keating. Now he's been a starter for several years. He's a big guy up front. They got to contend with him because he monopolizes that front line. He and Xavier are beasts.
Yeah, when you've done it for a while, it becomes your position, it becomes yours after a while. Yes, it does.
Brennan's pass is complete.
So Hudson's doing a pretty good pass game. They're grinding out yards from running the ball, getting 3 or 4 yards of passing, and that was a gain of 2 for another first down. They're inching closer to the Mustangs' goal post here.
First down, Hudson.
Daoud Nazar on the tackle for Strongsville there off in the flat.
Quick player exchange. There we go.
Yep. And they're keeping it short, but it's effective. Sweep to the right. Strongsville stretches it out. Still a gain of 6.
Yeah, they're still grinding out short yardage on this with this possession. Strongsville seemed to be giving them a little bit of leeway here. Man, I'm not going to say they're playing soft, but I think they're just giving them a little space to see what they're going to do, because that's the only way you're going to stretch the offense out to see what they're going to do. The defense can always, pull back in sharp and be 100% at their leisure at that point in time.
Well, the other thing is the Strongsville players, the linemen are going both ways, so they're busy up front.
Oh, yeah. Oh, through the middle.
Number 5 with the ball.
Ground out another first down and maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, Brady Ludwig with a nice run. First down for Hudson.
Back in the day when I played, we had certainly a classic set of linemen with your nose tackle and your tackles, your guards. So seeing a 3-4 defense in a lot more like, say, allowing the run, but that allows your linebackers to come up faster and hit harder. Well, hit anyway. So this is a little strange to see Hudson getting yardage up the middle. And they just ground out another what was that, 6 yards?
Yeah, it looks like it, Don. And you know what? With 1:08 left, Hudson's kind of ticking the clock away.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is they keep that high-powered Mustang offense off the field.
Yes, they do. We're down to 51 seconds left, and Hudson's at the 1 yard line of the Mustangs. So the Mustangs defense got pushed back off the field from starting at the 49 yard line of Hudson.
All right, so Liam brings him up with an I formation in the backfield, 2 wide receivers. Tailback gets the call. Quick stop by the Mustangs, and they hold him.
Yep, roll him right off. Got him up. Didn't get him past the 1 yard, or the 1 yard line. Still at the 1.
In on the stop for your Mustangs, number 4, Bobby Hardy, and number 15, Andrew Keating.
So Hardy and Keating on the stop for the Mustangs. And you know what? They can't stop the clock. So the Mustangs hold for the first quarter. How about that?
Oh, yes, they do. So now we'll change positions on the field, and we'll get ourselves a R&R, little reset, and do it again for the second quarter.
Yeah, so Don, talking to Coach Sereno briefly before the game, I mean, he was concerned about tonight's game because, the kids know that Hudson lost their first game, and, Strongsville played well last week, and he didn't want the kids to overlook these guys.
Right.
And this is a good team out here, so they might be slightly undersized, but as you can tell, I mean, they marched the ball down, no mistakes.
Right.
Very finesseful.
Yes, they did. Undersized, yes, but their skill level, they not to say that, not to take anything away from their skill level, they know what they're doing. And since, like I said, they marched the defense backwards down the field, 50 plus yards, 50, 60, 61 yards down to the 1 yard line. Like I said before, I'm not going to say anything about the way Strongsville's playing their defense, but certainly when you get to a point where you have 3 down linemen, it tends to allow gaps where I don't think they should be, being an old school player. So it has nothing to do with what they're doing. It's just the way that I see things and how I would have played back in the day. So the players have switched sides on the field from our, well, obviously you can see that, I think, from my left.
So they're going from right to left here. So Strongsville's got a hold from the 1.
And it's quarterback
I don't know. That's a big, tall quarterback. I think he got in there.
Quarterback keeper.
And so Liam, the quarterback, gets in.
It's a touchdown.
Touchdown Hudson.
They didn't waste any time with that. They got down there. They had no huddle. They set and they executed and got a touchdown.
15, sorry, the quarterback Keith made the score, Liam Brennan.
So now we get to see what the Mustangs do to adjust to this on the next possession.
Lining up the extra point, long snap, number 95, Patrick Just. Holder, number 3, Jacob Paulini.
Hudson's going to kick the extra point, up and good.
Kick is good, number 99, Jake Vidmer.
Right to the band.
Visiting Hudson Explorers 7, your Strongsville Mustangs.
So I talked to Steve Pritchard and Joe Kopaz earlier today. They are the trainers for the Mustangs, and the Mustangs are in decent shape. Not a lot of serious injuries, and if there was, we couldn't talk about them anyway. But at the end of the day, the Mustangs are in good shape physically. They've worked hard all summer. They had several sports camps. They went to Ohio State. I think they went to Mount Union. So really good team unity going on this year.
That's a lot of the team right there. They all know each other and trust each other with what they're doing, so that their spirit and their heart's there. So they're not, just pale-male out here just playing a position and trying to stop a football. These guys are a family, and that's really important.
And they know they had a lot of shoes to fill.
Yes, they did.
They had several all-conference players from last year's team, and they narrowly missed the playoffs. And so these guys know they've got to, step up to be competitive this year in a very tough league.
Well, they should be fine, but we'll see how they do. Last year was a heartbreaker, but they did play well.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch them. And, and again, stuff's already happening this year. Mentor beat St. Ed's, Mentor's on our schedule. So the Mustangs are going to have to sharpen their skills, there's no doubt.
Okay. They will, and I'm sure they will. And we have the kickoff. The Mustangs take possession at their 8-yard line and running back.
Joey Gillette with the ball. Nice run back to the 43. When that guy gets the ball, it's exciting.
Oh yeah, he didn't waste any time to turn the kick in the afterburners in with that possession. The more field position I got, the better they did. So I think they'll be fine with this.
Gillette, Adams, Lawler, when these guys get the ball in their hands, really electric. All right, so Johnny brings them out.
After the Mustangs score now, let's see how they adjust to this.
Colin Crotty has come on the scene this year, too, number 3. He is the tailback back there with Johnny. He had a big week last week.
Okay.
Ran the ball very well. So I expect to see him carry it quite a few times tonight. Speaking of, Crotty with the ball.
Gain of 3.
Hudson smells it out.
Wrapped up around the legs.
It looked like he got tripped up on his own feet, though. He kind of went down a little fast for what I thought. But, you know, for that gain of 2, now it is, I don't think they're really ready for what he has to offer them.
Yeah, so, you know, with Gillette in motion, though, they got to honor that. And, you know, with Crotty getting the ball, that's another weapon that the Mustangs have.
Mm-hmm. 3 wide outs close to us. To the right from the shotgun and a handoff. Up the center and stuck at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the big number 76 there for Hudson. That, geez, I don't even have a name for that fella. Doesn't go up that high.
Our paper's too short.
But he made a nice tackle anyway and held the Mustangs for 3rd down.
Looks like a gain of 1, so they're at the 45-yard, just shy of the 45-yard line. Mustangs are 6 yards out of a first down here. Quarterback again from the shotgun.
Adams wide to the right.
4 wide outs and pass play.
Crotty with the ball. Did he get the first down?
Yes, he did.
All right. There he is. He's a weapon that has come on the scene this year and doing a nice job.
That was just a short flat pass. There was no screen, so they sent the lineman out and just hoped that to suck the Hudson into thinking it was going to be a screen pass, but he held back and got the yardage, which is exactly what he needed to do to get him the first down. So, like I said, let's see what they do now to adjust to what Hudson has to offer them.
Patrick Grialis, 78, tackle for the Mustangs. Nice job blocking on that last play.
Another handoff from scrimmage. Oh, a complete fake out.
Oh, nice job. Johnny does what Johnny does, and it's a score for the Mustangs.
That particular run faked out the announcers too. We all got sucked into Crotty having the ball, number 3.
Well, we talked about Crotty and being the weapon that he is, and Hudson keyed on that, and Johnny Major did a nice job.
Which was exactly what they were supposed to do.
Kept the ball.
That's exactly what they were supposed to do. That's the way they had that set up. That well-executed play right there.
Johnny Kramer in to kick for Strongsville. The kick is up and good. Mustangs 14, Explorers 7 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. So we just had a visit here in the booth real quick. Johnny Sprague, the all-conference safety from last year's team, stopped in, said a quick hello. Didn't want to say hello on the air, but we want to congratulate him joining the National Guard, leaving in October. And we're proud of him as a Mustang and a Strongsville graduate.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a good boy. So anyway, we wanted to acknowledge his visit here.
Strongsville is about to set to kick off. Hudson's set for reception, and the Strongsville's kicking off from their 40-yard line. So at this point in time, it'll be interesting to see how Hudson adjusts to what the Mustangs just did.
Well, we know this team well, and they're solid, so it's not going to be a cakewalk.
But I think that last touchdown drive for the Mustangs took them by surprise. They completely keyed on Crotty and missed the quarterback keeper there. So from Hudson's 9-yard line, run upfield and stopped at about the 29-yard line. So gain of 20.
Gain of 20 yards on the return. tackle made by number 35, Sean Gallagher.
Gallagher on the stop for the Mustangs.
And folks, I need to make a small
And
correction.
now let's see what the defense can bring here, because the Hudson's been marching. They've been throwing a nice mix of short passes, running the ball. That Ludwig Brady, number 5, has been solid in the backfield. So let's see what they bring. Brady with the ball. Mustangs smell it out.
And no one.
Boy, somebody shot in there and made a heck of a nice play. Who was that?
Everybody bid on that one. That one wasn't. That one wasn't hidden very well for the quick handoff.
Boy, I think that was Andrew Keating in there. I think.
And the flag on the play. I might assume holding.
Yeah, Jesse Kramer, the other linebacker in there too. We haven't called his name yet tonight. Flag on the play.
Looks
so
like it's
something happened up front.
Can't tell where they're gonna walk us back from. It looks like a defensive call.
Yeah, is that a personal foul?
Well, they're not saying anything. They're just marching the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Yeah.
It looks like a personal foul. Did they go that far? It's 15 yards.
Not quite a first down, but gives them a 2nd and short.
Yeah, they're back to where they should have been anyway. But having a penalty like that doesn't help the Mustangs at all. Could have held them back to negative yardage. Still no call, but we'll get to it. Hudson's in the huddle and coming out. Sends over a football from the shotgun.
So we've got Taylor Griffin at corner closest to us. Oh, fumble on the play, put his knee down. He's down.
Yep.
All right, so that helps us.
Well, they call that an incomplete pass or
No, just down, dead ball,
Dead ball?
basically.
Okay.
Yeah, dead ball. I saw Jesse Kramer breaking on the ball, but it was way too late because the quarterback, when the ball hit the ground, he put his knee down to pick it up. And
so they down the ball at the point of contact where he put his knee down. So Hudson now lost yardage on that flub there. So still within striking zone for another first down with 8:47 left in the second quarter. Mustangs 14 and Explorers 7. Three wideouts for the Mustangs, single back from the shotgun.
crisscross over the middle. Oh, too much
Oh,
time.
way
Oh, did he catch that?
Oh, that's
That's a
nice.
big time catch if he made it, because it was
nice.
bouncing around. I think that was, I think that was Lal Brandon.
Yeah, number 2. He caught it, but it may have been tipped to him, which benefited them. And it scored them the first down at their 47-yard line.
Yeah, Nasser was right there, but that kid did a nice job with good hands, pulled it in, held on to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did a good job.
Lucky play for Hudson.
Yeah, he did not lose that opportunity to catch the ball for a first down. So got to give him credit for that one. Another handoff from the Explorers, grinding out the yardage. It seems to be what they're good at.
Ludwig Brady with the ball. You probably noticed tonight, too, when you see the stands and the kids and so forth, it's a blackout tonight. So all the kids are wearing black. The Mustangs are wearing black. So it's kind of a unity thing, spirit thing.
Well, I guess I came on the right day then, because that's really all I wear.
Yeah,
but tonight,
you're sporting it really well tonight, Mr. Hill. Very
tonight
nice.
I came in the spirit of the game.
Okay.
There you go.
So we've got a new running back with the ball, number 22, and that's Geronimo Dane.
And got a first down out of it.
We haven't called his name tonight. Geronimo, that's quite a name, but
Dane Geronimo. Okay, there you go.
Yep, Bobby Hardy, one of the captains, making the tackle there, hustling back there. However, it is a first down for the Explorers.
This seems to be what they're good at, and this only with the third series of possession in the second quarter with 7 minutes left. So they seem to be doing well with the ground game. This one's a pass.
Ooh, dangerous pass.
Short pass, but it was caught for a gain of maybe 3.
Lau Brandon. Oh, all right. A little tough to see these numbers. Again, you may be able to see it better on TV than we can see it up here.
Once that lazy old sun sets a little bit to our right, then I think we'll be good to go.
We'll pick them up a little bit,
yeah. I think so.
So Jesse Kramer on the tackle there. I've known Jesse for many years, coached him in Little Football League, and just a great kid. So, all right, number 22 with the ball.
And Mustangs don't have a problem tackling, but
that's Dane with the ball.
Tackling after 4 or 5 yards. Try and tackle him, a little closer to the line of scrimmage there. Third down, and I'm short. Maybe about 1 yard to go for another first down for Hudson.
All right, Bobby Hardy with the tackle. But geez, Don, I'd like to see some of these more of these linemen making these tackles. These backs are getting through to the DBs and stuff for Strongsville. So, the Mustangs are playing a 3-man front or a 4-man front, but they're just not able to.
They're not patching the holes. They're just not patching the holes. Now it's 4 down.
Yep, there they are. They're stuffing it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very nice play. You got to get him. Hardy had him in the backfield.
Had 1 missed tackle, but
I'm not sure who cleaned him up, but Hardy had him, and I think they held him. So
he didn't get far on that possession right there.
No, Daoud Nasser, I believe, cleaned that up.
Yes, I think they're adjusting more to change the defensive set. 4 down linemen might be better than 3. So we'll see how this goes.
All right, so it looks like Hudson's going to punt, but you know what? Last week, Berea outfoxed us a couple times. We thought they were going to punt. The kid threw a pass, and they got a first down.
Okay.
So you better not fall asleep.
And it's 3rd and short. Yeah, they're 4 yards out. So, yeah, that's something to pay attention to now.
And nobody's back for Strongsville.
And there's definitely a punt.
Solid kick. Let's see if it makes the end zone. Uh-oh. Hudson bounce at the 4.
I would call that a beautiful kick because it got it down right where we needed it. Not too much yardage, high and short.
So Dane, the kicker for Hudson, does a nice job and leaves the ball at the 4. So the Mustangs got work to do.
Yeah, they've got a lot of yardage to get comfortable and a lot more to score. So they should be okay. Mustangs going to go for a huddle in their own end zone. Planning this one out. And Hudson's just waiting patiently, and here come the Mustangs. 5 wide outs.
So here we go. Johnny's back by himself. Hudson's in the 4-4 defense with the single safety back deep. Johnny gives him a fake. He's got to go.
Oh, good run, and Johnny still got
loose.
the ball, still has possession. Got him.
He's out to the 12.
Hey,
you know what, Don? That looks a lot like you running. I mean, I just tell you that those swift hips and nimble knees and quick feet.
Only with a pizza. Only with a pizza, Clay. Am I running like that?
It's probably me chasing you too, and you know I chase fast for pizza. So hey, we've got Bear Vaughn up here in the box with us, filming for the Mustangs tonight. So we always look forward to seeing him. He's a great Mustang supporter, helps coach the junior high, and brings the kids water during the season. And he's right next to us in the booth, and we'll have him on in a little bit for a guest say hello.
Mustangs have possession.
Johnny's in trouble.
Took a sack. Mustangs sacked down by the 1.
He had no time that time.
No, that's a huge loss. That came in quickly.
Sack made by number 55.
Oh, they call it at the 3-yard line? Okay. That'll be the point of contact, not the ball down.
Ball is placed on the 3-yard line. 3rd down and 12.
Mustangs in the huddle again in their own end zone. Johnny Major set, 3 wide outs, 2 close, 1 far. From the shotgun, Johnny hands off, and we have a run up the middle.
Looked like Taylor Griffin.
I think they got a 1 yard plus back between the sticks. But it's 4th down for the Mustangs, so.
4th down.
We have a field change, and the punting team's on.
Yeah, only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Yeah, they can't take a chance here. You gotta kick it away and play tough defense, and try to finish this and go in into halftime.
They're up by a
with this,
touchdown, up by 7. So if they can get the ball far enough downfield and then hold them there, they can go into the locker room with a good set, with a good
Oh, Johnny, nice kick.
good mindset there.
Out to the 40,
Takes
Strongsville bounce
takes
past
a real
the 50,
good Strongsville
down
bounce.
to the Hudson 40, down to the 38. Great kick for Strongsville.
That's an outstanding kick right there, and for the Mustangs, that gets them real good field position to hold the Explorers if they really want to.
So down in front of us, if you'll notice on the sidelines, you can see the hooded plexiglass shells. They say Mustang Athletics powered by Southwest General.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, so at halftime, the Mustang coaches are down there. They have a replay system. They'll run the video that Bear next to us is taping, and they can take a look at what's happened so they can make adjustments for the second half. Boy, oh boy, was that a nice upset tackle.
That's an outstanding sack right there by the Mustangs.
Who was that? It was from the left corner side. Geez, I can't get his number, but
23. That was a good solid sack too.
yeah, very nice play. Shane Shokar from the left side corner position got the blind side on the quarterback, and a nice loss. Loss of 7 on the play.
Yeah. Even Bear liked it. The only thing that he threw his arms up and.
So just so you know, Bear's about 6'3", north of whatever.
He's north of 280, so he's slightly heavier.
He's a large human. So when he gets excited, we just get out of his way because there's going to be hands flying.
And it's nice to see a good solid sack, good clean sack like that. So good for the Mustangs. So we're at 1:35. The clock is holding.
So Coach Sereno's getting him jacked up out there, and Don and I are both Strongsville residents. We have family in the area. We're excited to be part of the Mustang family. We appreciate the opportunity to be with you tonight. It's a perfect night here in Strongsville.
Yes, it is.
What do you think, Don? About 84 degrees, nice breeze.
With you could be 54. I'm just happy to be here with you, my friend. So here we are and watch the Mustangs.
Without a doubt. Okay, so we got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Passes over the middle. Intercepted by Strongsville. Who was able to make that? Looked like one of the safeties.
26.
Yeah, I think it was.
All right.
Daoud Nasser with the pick. Back to the Hudson, let's call it 25. Uh-oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what's up with that. They're coming to Strongsville, so that's a good thing. Boy, the timing was good for that, eh, Don?
Yes, it was. That's exactly what they needed to keep the momentum going, to keep Hudson backed up. It looks like, however, it's going to be a couple of 2 fouls against Strongsville. One of them looks to be a personal foul.
Looks like a foul both ways.
Yeah.
But the ball comes back. I think it's still Strongsville ball.
Yeah, it's still Strongsville ball. So they got it was a clean possession, but they just took a hit on the penalty for the yardage.
Yeah, so 1st and 10, Strongsville ball from the Hudson 45. They've got 1:22 to work.
So it's still their advantage.
And
so
they're into the sun.
Yeah,
So
it's still the Mustangs' advantage at this point in time. They kept possession.
a hybrid full backfield for Strongsville.
2 wideouts, 2 far wideouts.
Oh, look at that. Fake to Taylor, handoff to Crotty. Not what they thought they were going to get, I don't think.
No, he got a couple yards out of it, but they swarmed him when he got there.
So the clock is winding. They're on the right hash mark. They've got 3 timeouts, so they're going to have to use these wisely.
In a short huddle.
I'd like to see them
and
get a shot here. Okay, so they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout Strongsville.
Because, you know, Kramer's solid. When he kicks, you know, from 30-plus yards in, he's solid. So I'd like to see the Mustangs. They got to get about 20 yards to get into field goal range.
Well, it's third down though, so they have one more chance to see if they can pull off another surprise play, or at least get them closer. You know, because right now they're at their 41-yard line. 59 yard. What am I doing? My math is off. So from the Hudson's 41-yard line, the Mustangs have are in a good position to at least get it maybe 10 more yards if they can, get a clean shot at the field goal, and then go into halftime 10 points up. Or they get a touchdown, and they're 2 touchdowns, so they're 14 points up. You know,
I love having a very positive partner. You know, this guy's counting stuff before he even gets his calculator out. But anyway, so you got Johnny out there. He's back in the backfield with Taylor Griffin. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, although Adams is in motion to the left. Quick pass over the middle.
Oh, look at that.
Nice
there you go.
Play.
There you go.
All right, so quick pass to, who was that?
And no huddle.
Yeah, that was Gillette, of course. No. All right, so they down it real quick, and they'll take a timeout. So 42 seconds.
Yeah, Strongsville got the first down, and they downed it right there, so now they have some time.
You know, that was a great play call.
Yeah.
Sure-handed Gillette. You know, Johnny didn't have to look far. He knew Gillette would be open.
Right.
Get it close. Gillette's going to catch it. Bam, first down.
They got exactly what they need to do. So let's see if they get a little closer. Once again, they have the option. At this point in time, they've always got a field goal option. So, of course, they want the touchdown. So we'll see how it goes.
So you got Adams and Gillette to the right.
Pass
over the middle. Oh, that was beautiful.
And here we go.
Adams with the ball over the end zone line.
And here we go. And it was
Did he fumble?
No. They call it a complete pass. And oh, they give it to him at the 1. Okay. All right. When they got into the end zone, he lost possession of it, but they give it to him at the 1 because he caught it and then went in.
So it looks like, I mean, that was crazy, but still Strongsville ball at the 1.
Yes, it is.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Nick Adams with the reception, and he got whacked. Let's face it.
He got hit hard in the end zone, but I was wondering if they were going to give him possession of that. So they did, because it was within 5 yards.
Yeah.
So going into since they had possession of going into it, forward motion, the ground caused no contact. So since he had possession of it, they give it to him at the 1. That's completely fair.
Athletic boosters and the Excellence for Athletics campaign. The drawing will be held on October 26th.
So this is what I was talking about. The Mustangs really just needing to take the Hudson back downfield and go into halftime confident with what they're doing, because now you can see I'm not going to say Hudson's getting tired. It's only half the game, but still, they got this far from starting at their own 1, basically.
So here you go, partner. Do you think Taylor Griffin gets the ball on the 1?
No, I think that it's going to be a quarterback keeper.
Oh, you stick with your partner. So Griffin with the ball, scores a touchdown. Mustangs pick up 6.
However they get it. They could have tossed the ball up here.
Well, I know you well enough. You wanted to go down there and run it in for him. So,
once again, if there's a pizza at the end of the run, I'm running towards some food. That's the only way I'm going to make that.
Well, I think adrenaline might carry us there, but I think the Strongsville Fire Department would have to carry us out.
Oxygen, I definitely need that. Sorry, doctor. Yeah, I had to tell the truth. Strongsville kick to the field goal is up and good.
All right, so Kramer's kick was good.
Oh, so they got the
32 seconds remaining in the half.
Little replay up there.
no, is that right? 21-7?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. 21-7 Mustangs at this point in time. 32 seconds left on the clock for the first half. I mean, this might sound cliche, and I have to say it anyway. Hudson's not out of the game yet. It's only the first half. You know, they can have every opportunity in the second half to really dial it in, and 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and maintain that, they'd be fine. But we'll see. Both teams have to go back to their locker rooms, reset, get their minds together, come back out and play ball. Because this has been a solid first half so far.
John Kramer kicking off for the Mustangs. Back to receive, number 11.
I think all the people at home are sitting on the edge of their seat after you said that.
They should be. I know I am. This is exciting. Mustangs are kicking off from their 40. Set and ready.
So the kick's on the ground, picked up by one of the up men. Can't quite tell who it is, but returned about to the 34.
Picking up the ball for the Hudson Explorers, number 22, Dane DeGeronimo.
DeGeronimo does pretty well with them. He's all over the field. So
Yeah.
I'm hearing his name a lot tonight.
So what they've done to us here is they've put the first names and the last names in the wrong columns on our score sheet here. So
And short of this, it's a portrait when it should be landscape. So we lose literally. We don't have 56 through 99 on our roster. So we're just gonna make up some names.
we're doing the best we can.
However,
So big run for the Explorers. Nice job. Kind of a little bit of a trick play up front. Mustangs were looking for something different.
15 seconds left.
And they're down to the Mustang 40.
And the Explorers take a timeout.
So with 15 seconds left, Don and I will be away from you at halftime. The band will be here, and we'll try to get together with you a little bit before the start of the second half and try to recap for you a little bit.
Yeah, the band will give you some real entertainment while we go over our notes and see if we can get an adjusted Hudson roster.
So again, welcome to Strongsville tonight. You know, the Mustangs are playing well. Their high-powered offense, is still on track from last week. Hudson, normally a very strong program. We don't look for anything less than that in the second half. So we encourage you to come back. The band, the numbers in the band are down just a little bit, Don. I was talking to some folks last week, and they still sound awesome. They're very well disciplined. Great group, but not quite the close to 300 group that they had a couple years ago.
And that's what incoming freshmen are for. Certainly, you want to try and groom your new musicians to want to come and join that, because that's as important as anything else in the school setting. From the shotgun, long pass.
With a long pass. A lot going on in the backfield. Fortunately for the Mustangs,
incomplete pass just out of his hands in the end zone there.
Defended by number 23, Shane Slokar.
Peyton Miller had a chance, and
Number 25, Jalen
they've got another chance coming up. It's only second down, 7 seconds left for the
7 seconds
Shane
Explorers.
Sokar back for the Mustangs, and I look for another pass similar to that one.
I think so. I mean, because I think that's at this point in time, 40 yards. It's not too far to run. It's just improbable they'll chew up a lot of time if they do that. Definitely another pass play from shotgun. Deep pass.
Oh,
And broken up in the end zone
nice
by the
play
Mustangs.
by the Mustangs.
Running pass.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first half.
By number 29,
So Jalen Garner makes a big play. Yeah, so there's Jalen's skills as a basketball player, getting up there high, knocking that pass down. You know, Jalen, a very talented basketball player, but making a nice play here for the Mustangs
If
tonight.
he won a possession, he could have had it, but certainly that wasn't important at this point in time.
So, all right, so again, we're going to take a break here at halftime, and we will be back for the second half shortly. So Clay and Don signing off, and we're turning it over to the band.
To the professional entertainers.
Are you SCS crew? Strongsville City Schools video crew has a few openings for production crew members this year. New crew members will be working alongside senior crew members and assisting in the recording of all this year's major events in the school district. You will learn how to operate broadcast quality video cameras. You will learn how to operate professional sound equipment and top quality graphic creation software. You'll be a part of a top-notch production crew responsible for the recording of all Strongsville City Schools YouTube and broadcast material. Interested? Call 572-7032 and sign up today. Or email us at sbenson@scsmustangs.org. We're looking for you. Join SCS Crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, led on the field by head senior squad leaders Caitlin Dyer and Lucas Barton. Welcome to the field, the #1 band in the land, the 2018 Hudson High School Swing Marching Band. We open up our halftime show with a staple from the soul group Earth, Wind, and Fire. Here is In the Snow. Than Bruno Mars. We feature our amazingly talented dance line with our second tune. Here is Finesse. States, but has reached the top 10 in a host of countries around the world. Enjoy our third tune by the German, Canadian, and English singer Alice Merton. Here is No Roots. Since we last played his music, we have. We close our show with a song from the album that won Bruno the Grammy for Best Engineered Album, Best R&B Album, and Album of the Year. Featuring our amazingly talented drumline, get ready to put your pinky rings up to the moon as we close our show with 24 Karat Magic. Jacob Moore, drumline instructor Neil Landry, dance instructor Jennifer Kibler, flute whisperer Brian Sumner. and good night. Presenting the 2018 Strongsville High School Marching Mustang. The band is led down the field by drum majors Bobby Barno and Nina Lee Sinchon. Tonight's show is a tribute to the British rock sensation Queen. We opened with a medley of their most well-known tunes, including We Will Rock You and Another One Bites the Dust. Bohemian Rhapsody.
second half. Strongsville's up 21-7. Their players are starting to come out on the field. Don, what's your assessment for the first half?
Well, the Mustangs did very well. They had their backs down to their respective end zones twice and managed to make a good game and came up and did what they needed to do. Certainly the Explorers, they're a talented team, but they need to step this up and see if they can come back and, just really be in the game at this point in time. Because at this point in time, I think the Mustangs can really run away with it, and Hudson doesn't really want that at all.
Yeah. And, Johnny Major's playing a very nice game, very low on the turnovers tonight for Strongsville, very few mistakes. And they've got talented receivers. So Johnny's doing a nice job getting the ball out there.
Yes.
They're getting the ball in the hands of the skill players.
Yes.
And on the defensive side, we're seeing, these younger defensive backs really step up. Nasser, for example, playing a great game. you know, it's nice to see these guys, you know, really stepping up and making plays.
And these are juniors and seniors from sophomores and juniors from last year. Now they're juniors and seniors, so they got to carry their team now, which for them is now going to be a different step through the whole season. So certainly getting through this game, I think they'll be okay.
Without a doubt. All right, so for the start of the second half, Don and I will be here in the booth. You know, thanks everybody for joining us, and you know, let's go Mustangs.
That's Clay. I'm done.
All right, hey, Don and Clay here for the second half, and you know, we are broadcasting here from Serpentini Field at Packatan Stadium. Strongsville is up 21-7, and beautiful night here for football. We'd like to thank the students and the AV staff from the high school for putting this on for us tonight, and it's all student produced with the staff at the high school helping the students. Matthew Wilkin is helping us, Max Prock, Nick Whalen, Nico Cruz, Eric Hansen, and of course we got Susie Kerr back in the control booth. So
thank you all.
All right, thanks guys. Hudson receives in the second half, brings the ball out to almost the 30, and we're off and running for the start of the third quarter.
Good kick and a short return, Clay. I think they're going to be a little conservative for where they are right now, because now that they think they know they've got to really kind of work to get downfield. They're down 14 points, so they got to really work to get down there. I think what they have a winning formula of grinding the yards out against the Mustangs. So we'll see if the defense is going to keep allowing that through the second half.
So, and everybody should know that Scott Benson is our AV person here at the high school, does a great job helping support the school and helps put this on tonight. So he likes the 59-yard line. If anybody has any questions about that, please call the high school. But Scott, if you need help with that, we'll all be happy to help you where the 59 is.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So loss of 5 for Hudson here.
False start was the penalty call.
Yep. So here we go. Mustangs get the benefit of that.
Not a real great start. I mean, that means they're trying to anticipate. They're anticipating the second half here. So they got to calm it down, get back in the game, get where they're going.
So the Mustangs have a 3-man front. So they're looking for the Explorers to throw, but they don't.
Nope. Don't.
And this is the same fellow we saw before, Brady Ludwig. Came out with a nice run. Geez, Donnie, he didn't quite get the first, but he picked
made
up, what, 13?
Yeah, made up the penalty yards, 5 yards for the false start. Then got 3 yards off the, well into the sticks for him. He's almost 3 yards off the for the first down. From the shotgun and a handoff.
So that's a delayed handoff. It's almost like an NFL play. You know, they wait for the holes to open, and then he gives them the ball. So
this is what, but see, this is what they've been good at for the first half.
Yeah.
You know, they can grind out the yards and keep getting the first downs, and they'll eventually get downfield with that. But Strongsville has to adjust to that because they managed to stick them a few times for negative yardage. So we'll see if they continue to adjust.
Ryan Seefeld in the middle for Strongsville. Delayed handoff around the outside. Boy, the Mustangs smelled that.
They read it completely. That book was wide open on that one. Stuck.
So Zach Savage from his linebacker spot steps up, makes a nice play. Lost on the play of about 5.
5, 6, yeah. It didn't waste the Mustangs did not waste any time reading that play, so they came up pretty well on that one.
Two receivers set to the left, one receiver to the right. The Mustangs drop back.
That looks like all kinds of false start on that one.
Yeah. It looks to me like a lot of the Hudson players are moving.
Everybody left on that one too early. It's rare we get some extra camera time. I was happy about that.
Well, again, Hudson normally, pretty mistake-free. So when they make a little boo-boo, the Mustangs can take advantage of that.
I hope they. Let's see. We don't want the kids to continue to do that. They've got a discipline. They've got a rhythm. They need to stick with that. Don't get sloppy now. It's too early for that. From the shotgun and the pass play.
Screen pass to the right. Decent gain on the play.
And just 1 yard shy of the first down at.
No, I think, Don,
third
I
down
think
now.
that's the line of scrimmage. So they still got another 10 to go. Well, actually 12.
To get to the first down?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But they made the yardage. They're just shy of getting back to where they started. So
Yeah.
2 yards shy. Sorry.
Yep.
The Explorers in a huddle, getting it figured out. It's third down with 12 to go for the first down. And here they come.
So Mustangs are looking for a run. They've got the line of scrimmage, three-man front. The linebackers drop back. Now they're looking for the throw.
Oh,
Through the hands of the receiver. So not a bad throw.
No.
He just couldn't bring it down.
just a little strong, and honestly, maybe a little too much of a bullet for the receiver, but the attempt was there. They'd have been short anyway, honestly, but good attempt.
So this is a chance for a run back for Strongsville. Taylor Griffin back for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 4th and 12. They're too far away for a trick play, so I think this will be a straight punt. And
Bad snap.
really high snap.
It's deep. He's trying to try to get it away. The Mustangs are there. They're trying to get him. Boy, oh boy, tough break for the Explorers. Tough break.
That is going to hurt.
Tough break for the Explorers. So with that, the Mustangs will get the ball at the Explorer 18. I think it was Bobby Hardy that covered that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one of the gunners running down there. And, nice break for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it was from the long snapper. It was way too high. Sailed right over the kicker's head. So he got down and took possession of it at his 18-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will they'll start their series from there.
As a former long snapper in my high school days and college days, way back when, I was cringing when I saw that ball go over the punter's head.
Mm-hmm.
So not a good feeling walking back to the sidelines.
No, you once.
All right, Johnny Major with the ball. Quick pitch to the right.
Front on the outside, and maybe a gain of one, maybe two.
So, when Gillette gets the ball, he's electric, but I think they smelled that because
Yeah.
there was, a lot of white shirts over there. There was no room for him to run.
That was a good option play. They didn't run that at all that I recall the first half. So now they're trying some different things. They've got some room to play a little bit.
Well, and you know what he does, and this is Coach Sereno. He'll set some stuff up so they see that play, and then some stuff will happen. It'll look similar to that. So right now, look, you've got almost a wing T backfield with Johnny. And is he going to hand it off? He's going to take it himself. He's up the middle.
Yeah.
For a gain. So
that's a gain of 3 or 4. Good call there, because you got to keep the defense on their heels. They just don't know what's coming at them.
Yeah.
So as long as the Mustangs have a nice, fluid, how do I say this? A fluid offense that it all looks the same, but it's going to be different. That's the best thing that they've got going.
Boy, when I see Francis Lally come to the line, that guy is a beast of a blocker. He's the guard there, number 64.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Have to play against that guy every play? Oh, Taylor Griffin, nice spin move.
Yeah.
Half the distance to the goal now. That's beautiful.
It looks like the Mustangs are trying to picking up on the Explorers formula. Just grind the ball out, especially this close to the goal line. They got a really good shot, and to being so close. And now at this point in time, they don't need really exotic plays. Just grind the game out to the goal line at this point in time. The only thing they can't afford right now is turnovers or penalties. So we'll see how they do.
Well, you got J.D. Duplain out there. He's the big stud tackle. Oh, there goes Johnny up the middle. And my understanding is J.D. is committed to Michigan State. That's awesome for Strongsville and for J.D. and for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Our Buckeye fans may not be so happy, but at least they'll get them to see him play. And
Yes. Oh, yeah.
that's great for J.D. and his family. So I see Cooper Hawk in there as a receiver, number 12, on the far left side.
They faked that option on the last play. It'd be interesting to see if they actually execute that this time.
Right up the middle.
No,
nice play.
Grounded out, down to the 1.
Crotty with the ball. Close to the end zone.
Yeah, but see, this is good. They had a real good opportunity just to get the ground game because that's all they've been doing from when they took possession. Just get the ground game going because they were close enough just to do that. Wear down the defense at that point in time.
So you got Sam Egbert in there making a nice block. Some of the big guys, these guys are in shape. I think those football camps helped them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think they're just going to grind these guys.
When you're young and you have a goal to set, and they said they went to Ohio State, so now they can aspire to that as opposed to the world that they're in now. Something bigger to get to.
Yeah. So there's Crotty.
And a flag.
I didn't see the flag.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's not a flag, but it's definitely a touchdown.
There's a flag on the play.
Okay.
Holding. Coming back. They'll get to do it
Okay.
again.
Offensive holding is one of those calls that you can expect. It just happens. But certainly, once again, they're still in a good position to keep what they're doing. They've got a rhythm going. So the holding penalty knocks out their touchdown, but that doesn't knock out their rhythm.
So it's unfortunate, though. I mean, the Mustangs are playing, very well as far as mistakes go. So it's nice to see them when they're executing and making things happen. So I feel bad for them when that holds them back. So let's see if they can punch this thing in.
I think so. And taking a timeout.
So Johnny doesn't like the defense. So with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the quarter, that's the third quarter, Mustangs are up 21-7. So I think a game similar to what we expected. I think we thought the Explorers would be able to move the ball a little bit on the Mustangs, but the Mustangs have been aggressive. They were aggressive last week.
Yeah. They can move the ball, but the interception that they had in the last half didn't help them at all, and certainly
that took wind out of their sails.
Yes,
You're right.
Yes, it did. But they've got a good ground game, but that is not exactly how you're going to win games against a passing team. So I know they can pass; they just don't have to catch the ball. The Mustangs come back out, ready to go, and the Explorers are still in the huddle on the far side of the field. And here comes the defense. Strongsville's offense is set.
So 3rd and goal. They've got to make some ground up here. He's open. Good pass. It's complete.
There you go. Okay.
Was it Gillette? No, I'm sorry. That was Kevin Lawler, number 10. A big, tall feller making a nice clutch catch there. So that gets him down to the 2.
To the 2? They're down to the 1. But he knocked over the pylon. So he's close enough, but not quite. So now back to where they were before the penalty. Now down at the Explorers 1 yard line. So this is where the experience kicks in. No holding. Get it in. Do what you got to do. Score the touchdown. Make the play. And the crowd's into it too.
So Johnny keeps. Oh boy, I don't know. They had a couple guys moving.
2 flags on that one. Everybody saw that one.
Yeah, too many people moving.
So here we go. This is where we're going to repeat it. We're going to repeat that redundancy all over again.
Yeah, so the problem is it's 4th down. So do you let Strongsville take a kick here? I mean, you got a good kicker.
I would suggest take the kick. Just get them off the field, get them reset, take the kick, take the 3 points, and let it go.
You know what, Don? You and I are not coaching tonight, so
no. If they want to go, I'm all for it because they need the discipline, they need the time, they need to get this straight.
Yeah.
Because
so 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Johnny's in the backfield by himself. Man in motion. Johnny keeps up the middle. Oh, I don't know. Did he make it?
No.
He's close.
No.
Oh, they're saying he's short.
No, short on the 1. Back to the 1.
He put his arms over, but it looked like his knees were down. So Hudson holds at the half-foot line.
Did not break the plane. So yeah, I'll give Hudson credit for that. They saw it coming and they stopped it because Major had a full. He was going full steam on that one, but first down for the Explorers on their 1.
So I think you're going to see all kinds of craziness right now. I know Coach Serino, he can smell a little blood in the water. I bet you they bring them right now.
Oh, that's the point in time that you do. You got them at the threshold, got them at the door. Absolutely, you bring everything you have at this point in time because you've got everything to win. A turnover will benefit you. Anything at this point in time. They've only got 3 downs to go. Hopefully no more than 10 yards, maybe 15. So this looks real good for Strongsville.
So what do you think, Don? You're a betting man again. What do you? Explorers are going to come out. I mean, this is a good coach. Does he just pile into the line, or does he fake that and try to run a sweep? And
this would be the wrong time. The first down. This would be the wrong time to have a full line because they should be passing to get them out of where they are right now because right now they're at the 1 yard line. So I would expect them to pass. But the distance they're going to get, you want to make sure your backs are ready to go. So you go down with the three down linemen and then have everybody looking for the pass. They're gonna run no more than 20 yards anyway. So give them that much. And this is an interesting setup.
Yeah, so they've got receivers wide to the right and wide to the left in an I formation. Oh, that's an unfortunate mistake for the Explorers.
False start on the Explorers.
Geez, that's halfway to the goal. That puts them at the 6-inch line.
The goal line.
Half the distance to the goal line, first down.
So they haven't lost anything except a few inches, but they're still in the same bad position that they were. So calm it down.
So this is where you call the wedge if you're the defensive coordinator and you just plug up the middle.
Yeah.
And you make them beat you.
And you trust your backs, your safeties, and your linebackers to watch those outside because they're going to come strong. All they can do is pass out of here. They don't have an option, I don't think.
So our camera team is taking a nice picture of the sky tonight, and it's beautiful. But there he is. He punches it out. Does he get to the 3?
Liam Brandon, the ball carrier, quarterback.
Maybe he got a yard on it. Yeah, yard.
Gain of a couple. Tackle made by Herda Mustangs, led by number 67, J.D. Duplain.
Second down from the 2 yard line for the Explorers. Once again, I just think their options are limited. We're not coaches. They can do what they want to. But at this point in time, try the pass. Just air it out. Get yourself some distance because they can pass and get to the 20 score the first down. They have that option.
All right, draw play up the middle. Strongsville kind of falls for it. They get a first down and get out to the 15.
Okay.
I think they were expecting him to come up the middle and a couple good blocks, and he made a nice move.
Yeah. That was a good play.
Good play call. Yeah.
They got themselves some breathing room right there. Didn't go with the pass like I suggested. Once again, I'm not a coach, but still, it worked. All they needed was the room to maneuver now. I like what they're doing. They're still working with it. They have the discipline to work with it and just keep, despite the mistakes, keep doing what they're doing.
All right, there's the same play. It's a draw play up the middle. Mustangs are on it this time. Gain of 3. And we're ticking down. 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah. Second down.
Now the Mustangs have been out on the field for a while, so we'll have to see if they can continue to hold and make these guys punt.
That does make for the time on the field does make a difference because they get tired, But once again, these kids are young. So
nice play by the linebacker there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I saw Andrew Keating step up, and I don't know if he wrapped him up, but he sure made a nice play. Now remember, Strongsville's playing a 3-3 defense, which is very interesting because you only have 3 down linemen, and typically the offense has 4 or 5 blocking 3.
Right.
So
a lot of double teaming, a lot of stunts.
A lot of double teaming. So the Strongsville boys are working hard on the front, but it does leave the linebackers open. So if the linebackers move up and make the plays at the line of scrimmage, then we're good.
The only problem I have with that, and it's not a criticism, it's just a tactical thing, is that you're allowing now 2 or 3 yards per play.
Well, it can happen, yeah. So again, it all depends on the activity of the linebackers. And, of course, the Mustangs don't have Tommy Zacharias, who graduated and is at Mercyhurst, or you got Johnny Sprague, the safety. Those guys made a lot of tackles.
Yeah. So this team has to now learn that and then plug those holes quickly.
Yeah.
Because those are key positions, and if you see it, hit it.
Yeah. So, when you give up all conference players, it's hard to replace. But at the end of the day, the Mustangs are doing a nice job. They've adapted to their team.
Yeah.
So pass, play, quick out, Griffin on the coverage. Did he catch it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Jeez, that's close.
While we were talking, Hudson took a 5-yard penalty there, so they had to come back. It was 3rd and 11, and they came back and got the first down. So, 4th and 1. Sorry. No first down. 4th and 1, and in comes the punting team. We'll see how this goes. If this goes right, Strongsville once again will be in a good position on field position at about the 40-yard line to start.
So Taylor Griffin back deep. I don't think you'd take a fake here, but where's the up man?
4th and 1, try the fake.
See, look, he's back 7 yards, so it's not a fake. So decent kick. Ooh,
refused
takes
at the
a Strongsville bounce.
Yeah, refused. It was refused and bounced at the 50 and bounced back toward the Hudson.
Hudson 48. So with 1:59 in the third, the Mustangs get the ball at midfield.
Yeah.
So,
it's good field position for them. They could possibly score from this, or at least once again back them down to their own 1. And just keep them pressed that way. Because there's 1:59 left in the third quarter. And they're up by 2 touchdowns. So the Mustangs have a lot to play with at this point in time. They don't need to be so aggressive. Four went out, single back for the Mustangs.
Johnny got caught in the backfield. Boy, nice play.
They do fake that handoff pretty well.
19, Merrick Widows, nice play there.
They do fake it pretty well, but they pick that one up pretty fast.
Looks like Quentin Howell also on the play there. You had Ryan Keating, a big lineman from last year too, who's now off to Minnesota to play Division I. And, the Mustangs, they've kind of reloaded, but some of those big guys are hard to replace.
Yeah. You have the experience with the size, and that's everything you have right there. Up the middle run from the Mustangs. Maybe a gain of 2.
So Crotty with the ball, and he's not afraid to just pound that line.
No.
Between he and Adams and Griffin, it's really putting pressure on the Explorers.
Yeah, they're not. We'll see. This the next couple plays here. It's 3rd and 7, so they've got 3rd. Even 4th down, if they get close, they could definitely. The Mustangs have the power to go for it. That's the thing that I like about this particular offense right now. They're not afraid to go. They've got the size to go for the one if they have to.
So Johnny with the ball. Couldn't find anybody open. He's off and running. 1st down. Tackled at the 37.
On the far side of the field.
So the Mustangs convert from 3rd down for a 1st down.
That's what they need to do. They've got the speed at the quarterback position and certainly the running back position to get that conversion taken care of.
Oh, boy. So it's coming back.
Holding again.
So one thing that's different from last year is, the Mustangs have, additional weapons on offense.
Yeah.
The receivers, the quick running backs. So Johnny doesn't have to do it all himself. And,
right.
And Johnny does a nice job. He's a good athlete. But you know what? He's got to stay healthy, and he can't take too many hits. So, the thing is they just got to keep executing and not make the mistakes that they were prone to last year.
They'll get past the mistakes. This one was a big one, 15 yards. But they've got the talent to get past that. And the
so
pass
Johnny
play.
Back to pass. It's a swing pass out to the left. Geez, we got a pickup of 7 or 8, but
they're still 3rd and 23. Well, now it was 3rd and 4th and
close to 15, I think, Don.
Yeah. 4th and 16. Well, like I said, at this point in time, they're up 21-7. They're comfortable enough to try and get the conversion if they wanted to. There's no reason why they couldn't. They've got the option. They certainly won't take that much of a hit. But at this point in time, do you just punt the ball away, let them have a shot because the Explorers are going to be way back downfield anyway.
Yeah, and Strongsville's been playing good D. I don't think you mess around here. I think you kick the ball, and I don't think there's much of a choice at that.
Well, there's a timeout on the field, sir, so we shall see. And we're starting the 4th quarter. The players switch sides. The ball's on the Mustangs 44. 4th down and 16 to go. And honestly, Clay, that looks like they're going for it. They're definitely going to give it a shot like I was hoping they would. Give it a try anyway. No, it's punt. There you go.
My partner, the optimist. Okay, nice punt. Oh, late fair catch at the 18-yard line.
18-yard line, okay.
But yeah, that was late. That boy's lucky. Any later than that, he'd have gotten whacked. Those gunners from Strongsville they know how to zero in and make a hit.
I remember those days, yeah. Just look for the ball and hit the person holding it.
So again, I'm Clay Sprague. This is Don Hill. It's the start of the 4th quarter here at Serpentini Field in Strongsville. It's the 31st of August. Beautiful night for football, and the Mustangs are looking good. And the nice tackle in the backfield for the Mustangs for a loss of 3. I think you had linebackers shooting the gap.
Caught in the backfield with that play.
Yeah, that looked like Jake Poyle and Zach Savage getting in the backfield. So there's your stunting defense from the linebackers, and with that 3-4 defense, that allows you to send those backers.
It does, yes. This is the position I like the Mustangs. They've shown that they've got professionals in here. Keep them pressed against their own goal line. A pass play from, deep pass play.
Going deep. Griffin on the coverage. Yeah, so good coverage. He was right on it.
Yeah, but as the O-line goes just a bit outside. It was just, great pass, just past the receiver. So, but I think they'll get that together too, because that was dangerous. That really was. If he got steam and had his hands on it, he was gone. It really was.
All right, so big down here, 3rd and long for the Explorers.
And here comes the D.
Oh,
yeah.
the coverage sack.
Yeah.
I think Griffin was in there. Got the ball?
And the fumble or down?
I don't know.
I think they should call it down. I think they will, yeah. Down by contact, definitely.
So, Don, not to look too far ahead, but, coming up here, the Mustangs have Canton Central Catholic, and you and I called that game last year. That is next weekend. And 2 years ago, they won a state title. Griffin fair catch at the 50.
So are you saying?
If you'll remember, last year the Mustangs handled them quite handily.
They did. So I was going to say, are you saying we're bad luck, or are you saying that we're,
Well, you never know. But Central Catholic always has good teams, and last year I think Strongsville caught them early in the season, and they were coming off their state championship season. And then you got Mentor, Solon, Euclid, Medina. So, the Mustangs have a tough schedule in the next few weeks.
It's definitely going to be challenging for them.
You're at Canton Central Catholic, and then you're at Mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And people probably know that Mentor just beat St. Ed's. So, Crotty with the carry, gain of 4, cross midfield.
In the interim, we had when you're doing the schedule, they had the Battle of the Bands going. So it was loud on the field, but definitely, I like to see the from the students the camaraderie there, because from the players to the band to the stands to us, we're all here for one thing. So that we're all here for the kids and the players in the game. So that's a beautiful thing. So no matter where they go, you're gonna have that common thing.
So Johnny fakes to Crotty, gets the first down to the 37. So we're down to 9:30, and the Mustangs are moving the ball.
Yes, they are. I think they've got a formula down there, because it looks like the Explorers' defense is a little tired. So if they can keep this up, so now they're using the ground game like Hudson was doing in the first half. So if this keeps up, they won't be too long from a score. Keep possession, keep the penalties down, they should be good to go.
So split backfield, hand off to Crotty. Down the left sideline, he's got some room.
Yeah, good run. Pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line, it seems.
I don't know, Don. I think they're bringing him back. He might have stepped out around the 20.
Okay. It's a first down nonetheless, but yeah, the official's at the 20-yard line. Okay. On the close hash mark. Excellent run, though. So, I'll ask you now, do you think they keep the ground game?
Yeah,
okay.
I do. Yeah,
all right.
I do. You got Crotty and Griffin looking good tonight.
They've got close yardage, and they're getting it together.
Crotty moves, takes the quick pitch. He's off to the right side on the sweep. He's got some room.
Yeah.
Down to the 5.
Grounded down to the 5.
I think that's a great play call.
Yes, it is. They've got a rhythm with that now. I think they're going to keep working with that.
Yeah. So Crotty's quick. He's not a huge player. We've got him listed at 6 foot, 195.
Yeah.
He's not little, so they got to work to get him down. But if he's able to get around the corner.
If he's willing to go around the corner, then hit. Like a Barry Sanders kind of, who wasn't great, who wasn't huge either. But still, he was willing to go downfield and give a little punishment to the defense. You earn some respect that way as a running back.
So I love the split backfield. You got Adams in motion. Crotty up the middle,
Nice
throw
pass.
to Adams. Nice touchdown.
Nice pass, flat pass.
So, again, exceptional play calling.
Very good, yes.
You know, they're keying on Crotty. You know,
And-
Adams breaks free. Nice throw from Johnny Major. Mustang score.
Yep, no flags on the field at this point in time, so it's a good, clean touchdown. With 8:43 left in the fourth quarter. Ball's on the 5-yard line, and they are going to go for the extra point. And the extra point is good, right to the band.
So John Kramer, the soccer phenom, you know, this is his second year as the varsity kicker, and he's only a junior. So the Mustangs are very fortunate to have
There's a lot of potential there.
a solid kicker in John Kramer.
Oh, very definitely. He's got a lot of potential. So it'll be nice to see him mature into that in the next couple of years.
So nice view from our end zone camera. Thanks, guys. You got the cheerleaders in there and a little bit of the band, and you know, the camera crew. Every year we get a new team, and you know, Scott Benson helps train these guys, and you know, and Susie's back in the control room, and she's very calm, and
Yes.
yeah, very, you know, doesn't say stuff very loud,
and she deals with us, so she's
yeah.
a complete professional.
Oh yeah, she loves us. So, but
That's what she tells us.
we like making her smile. So here we go, guys. We got about 8 minutes and 43 seconds left. The Mustangs are going to kick off from our right to our left.
And a good deep kick.
That's
Well,
nice tackle.
No, I missed it. That was a high short hop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as good as he normally does, but
Stop Dave on that play by number 35, Sean Gallagher.
Okay, so
yeah,
at now
that's a name we don't get to call very often. Sean Gallagher, one of the backup linebackers, made the tackle on the play. Number 35.
Okay.
Nice job there.
So at this point in time, I think we're gonna see some substitutions on the Mustangs' part. It's a comfortable point in time where they can do that, get some other players on the field. I want to see the Explorers keep up their discipline, keep up their heart, and play the game. Don't look at the
Well,
scoreboard.
You wait and see. You got some tall, thin guys in at lineman there. You wait and see. There's going to be some plays made here. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Luck with the ball carrier.
I think he got tripped up on his own feet, but he trying to turn the corner. But that was a really good run. He had a good start.
So Poyle gets outside real fast. You got Lawler on the other side, who's tall and lean. You know, right now there's not a lot of big, solid guys in there. Now you got your tall, lean guys in there.
Yeah.
And these guys are moving quick. Look at that.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
You know, good
Okay.
defense, screen pass on the play.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we missed a tackle or two, but
Yeah.
or three. Well, we missed three.
Missed 3 tackles, but they did not quit. So good. So that run, very outstanding run for the Explorers.
So Ludwig is a good running back. And
Yeah.
he caught that from from Liam. But Ludwig's been playing well tonight, and you
Yeah.
know the Mustangs missed a few tackles there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have had him for a short game. So now they're dealing with defending the end zone, you know, at the 15.
But at a very comfortable score, it was 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. No, like I said before, I want to see what the heart and discipline of Hudson has at this point in time, because they could either falter right now, or they could just tighten up. I hope they tighten up. I think they will. I don't want to, at the same time, I don't want to see Strongsville get loose and then let them have a couple of scores, just because by that time there's 5 minutes or less left in the game. Oh my goodness.
Handoff again, it's number 22, Dane Geronimo. Good enough for Hudson.
Thank
First
you.
down.
on the 3. Hudson has in the fourth quarter, Hudson has a first down on the 3. So here, at this point in time, once again, look at the score, 28-7, Strongsville. Let's see what they do with a comfortable lead.
Well, but it's first down, though, so they got to be aggressive here. Oh, that they've called this guy's number enough tonight.
Yeah, and it's a score.
Yeah,
and
Brady Ludwig's worked hard tonight. It's nice to see him get a touchdown. You know, not happy it's against us, but you know that kid's been working hard tonight.
I'll say it again. To sound like a broken record, they've still got the heart. They want to play the game. Honestly, if Strongsville doesn't get too lax out there, they could even this game up very quickly with a couple of short mistakes. Let's hope not. The kick is up and good, and the ball is to the band. So it's 28-14. Mustangs still in the lead. 6:37 left in the game.
So, Don, the exciting news is that Gina's Pizza just brought us up a pizza tonight, and here in the booth, if it gets real quiet, you'll know Don and I are checking it to make sure that the quality is there. And,
Absolutely. So
I'm sure it is, but it might be quiet for a while.
Yeah, ignore the sounds of us chewing on, making nom nom noises. It's okay. It's only pizza. The Battle of the Bands going on in the field. This is always entertaining for me, Clay. It really is. You missed? 6:37 left here at Pat Catan Stadium. First down will be for the Mustangs, well, when they take possession anyway. This is such a beautiful night. I'm almost looking forward to it getting a little chillier, just getting that really good fall football feel.
Well, you can't deny that, but we know what comes after that. So, I mean, some people would say basketball season or whatever, but
or I may even wear a hockey jersey up here just to celebrate the season. But it's coming.
That's right.
But that's all part of the game. If they can. If the kids can deal with it playing on the field, you and I can certainly deal with it here because we've done it before. So, short kick and recovery, onside kick. Strongsville recovered at their own 50.
Yeah, so Kevin Lawler, nice recovery there. You know, that guy's got good hands, so anywhere near him, he's going to pick it up. And he does. You know, he's a big, tall guy, so he covers a lot of ground, offense and defense. Good hands. He's a good athlete.
And with an onside kick, you have to have good hands because all they're expecting you is to squib the ball and they take possession and then they have another chance at it. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Pass play from the Mustangs for a first down. Down at the 39 of Hudson.
So Joey Gillette, nice reception. He's got to be sneaking up on 100 yards tonight.
They've got a good score chance here. Honestly, with the clock ticking away, I mean, don't get lazy, don't get lax. Play the game. Everything should be fine. Keep the penalties down. 3 wideouts close. From the shotgun, Johnny Majors in the backfield and a handoff with a gain of maybe 2 or 3.
Crotty with the ball. I see Hudson substituting quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, are they getting tired or they know they're going to get a lot of running plays here?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's just hope they're not substituting because the game is lost, because it's not. It's 5 minutes left. I take the benefit of the doubt. I'm optimistic for them too. So let's, at this point in time, let some other players play, get a little bit of experience. Johnny Major in a shotgun. 3 wide outs, 1 close, 2 far. Takes a snap. Another handoff up the middle. Beautiful. Grounded out, but just short. To me, looks just about short of the first down.
So again, you got Crotty with the quick hitting, dive into the line,
Yeah.
and close to the first down.
Yeah, he's fast. I like the way he explodes through there. I like that.
Yeah, he's quick.
Yeah.
Taylor's a big, solid running back. He's a little more get outside and turn on the jets, but
Yeah.
Crotty is definitely a quick hitter.
So the line is doing what they need to do, creating holes, creating space for the running backs to get through. Johnny Major keeps it for that one, and it's a first down.
Yeah, very nice blocking up front. Again, if you can see what we're seeing, great push from the left to the right. It was a slant block pattern, and the Mustang big guys up front are doing a nice job.
Your quarterback has to be able to trust the line. The line has to know what they need to do. That's the job. Create holes, push the defenders out of the way, because they're running four down defenders on the line for Hudson. So since they're able to do this and gain yardage that way, I think they got a good formula against them. Oh, that handoff didn't go very well, but that's okay. Maybe lost the 3.
Yeah, so Adams is fast, but I think that time it was a slow developing play. He didn't really have a chance to get his motor running, and that's all right. So it's a little bit of a long conversion now. It's second down, about 13. Timeout on the play. So the Mustangs will regroup a little bit. They'll talk about it. They're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Keep wearing down the clock. 3:42 left here at Serpentini Field, and you know what? They need a first down, but they got a couple downs to get it, and they got plenty of time.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 42 seconds is eternity in broadcasting and football. So they've got time to really think about what they want to do and just grind it out, because it's second and 13. They can make that 13 yards up. Once again, keep the mistakes down, keep your discipline, execute the play, see what we can do. Because every play is designed to score a touchdown. It just depends on what the defense does to thwart that,
I don't know, Don. You might have to write a book after that one.
That's I'm paraphrasing a very famous something about Lombardi. some Lombardi guy. I'm very loosely paraphrasing.
All right, so Johnny's back in the shotgun with Crotty. Swing pass. He's on his way outside. Hudson covers it, so very little gain on it. I mean, that was a good play call.
Good play. If he could have just turned it around.
What a nice defensive play.
All I had to do was turn left, but they were waiting for him at the turn there. So still now it's third and still 13, I believe.
So who called the timeout there? I didn't catch it. Was it Hudson?
Couldn't tell. 3 minutes, 34 seconds to go. It's the fourth quarter here at Packatown Stadium. Clay Sprague, I'm Don Hill.
So we're next to Bear Vaughn, and I think I saw him smile a minute ago. Did you see him smile?
There's always, when it's a run, when the Mustangs run on offense, Bear smiles. When the Mustangs are on defense, Bear smiles. He hasn't stopped smiling since we've been here.
Well, I think those teeth are gritting when he's smiling, but he's definitely a great Mustang supporter, and it's always a pleasure to work next to him.
Well, Bear, I can see why he's called Bear, but this guy's the master motivator, so he keeps. I'm getting hyped up just because of him, and I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.
So Johnny's back in the backfield with Crotty.
Pass play.
Fake. Oh, low pass over the middle.
Almost
wasn't really there. So
no.
Could have been trouble.
No. I think that they tried something different. they've got time. They have the opportunity to try a couple things at this point in time. But they're only 2 touchdowns up. 3 minutes left to go.
So the other thing too, Don, I've noticed is that we haven't seen a lot of Taylor carrying the ball in the second half.
No.
Now he has been playing corner on defense, doing a nice job. So I don't know if they're kind of giving him a little break because Crotty's playing so well, or or what the story is. So
or depending on where they are on the field and the time, maybe it's just not necessary at the moment to have him in. Incomplete pass.
So Johnny makes a nice pass there. Honestly, I think Crotty got a little bit. I think he was hearing some footsteps.
Yeah.
I mean, the pass was there. Should have been a relatively easy catch. Crotty makes those most of the time.
He didn't extend. Touched his fingers. It didn't extend far enough. It was almost there, but the only place he had to go, honestly, was to the sideline. He wouldn't have made any yardage on it anyway.
That's right. So now we're faced with 3 minutes and 25 seconds. The Mustangs turn the ball over. They are still in their normal 3-4 defense. It'll be interesting. The pass is away to the sideline, short of the first down. Be 2nd and 1. So it'll be interesting if the Mustangs modify their defense here, if they stay in the same one they've been playing the whole game.
Well, definitely the Mustangs line has been substituted because the heavy guns aren't up there. So
that's right. Yep, and I see some substitutes in at linebacker. I see some blitzing.
So now they're going for more speed.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
So, nice tackle up front there by Hardy. Hardy's made 2 in a row. But the Mustangs got to get ready because here they come.
No huddle offense from the.
So he downs it. Stop the clock.
3 minutes and 7 seconds.
I'm not sure why he would do that there, but you got a long ways to go with 3 minutes left,
Yeah. Defensive substitutions for Strongsville. Clay, I like to see the substitutions on the field when you can and you're this far ahead. You get the other players a chance to get in there and have some experience. Good reception by Hudson. Oh, downfield. And what's this?
Yeah, it looked like a late hit, Don, but I don't know. They're not calling it.
No, they're not calling it as another hurry-up offense from Hudson. I think that the Mustangs thought it was a turnover. But at this point in time, spiking the ball with 2 minutes left, spike the ball on first down at the 22 of the Mustangs. And they're 1 touchdown down. So we'll see what Hudson brings here. False start. That'll push it back 5 more yards. What do you think of the leaner defense? I won't say second string. I'll just say leaner defense.
Well, you're right. It's good to give them some more playing time, but I see them making adjustments. Lawler is over the nose.
Yeah.
And again, he's a big, tall, strong kid, so that makes a difference. And if he can find a way to get in, he will.
Yeah.
And let's see who else they got out there.
Second penalty in a row for Hudson.
Yeah.
That's 2 for 5 yards. Now they're 10 yards down. 2nd and 20, so they're going the wrong direction on the field if they want to make this a game. So, with Lawler being in there, I think he'll bring the defense together since but it's still
And Richie Roscoff is off to the right. He's only 180 pounds.
okay.
So he's a lighter guy, too. And those guys are against 260-pound guys.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
Oh.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yeah, that boy was open.
He was open and had it and had real
Mustangs
estate.
thought they had the quarterback corralled, and he got the ball away. So you got to give him credit for that. Yeah, I think that was Peyton Miller was open.
The Hudson receiver had it and just couldn't hold on to
in
it.
the hands. Yep, he couldn't hold on.
Now it's 3rd and 20. The penalty is still hold for the Hudson Hudson Explorers. The Mustangs are still holding. The defense is still holding on pretty well. Two minutes, 42 seconds left in the game.
So you got Andrew Keating at right end. He's about 200 pounds. I know he's given up at least 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Oh, nice play. Way to stay in there. That was awesome. You know, Lawler, as I told you, long and strong.
Yeah.
And he hung right in there, and that quarterback flushed, and he
did.
made the play. That was beautiful.
Strongsville brought the blitz from the left outside linebacker and flushed him out of the pocket and still caught him just short of the where they needed to go. So now it's 4th and still 20. So it got back to the line of scrimmage.
So down there, they're just short, but I think they're 20 yards short.
Yes. And the clock is stopped at 2:33. So we're both teams are getting a short huddle and reset on the field. Ball's on the right hash mark. At this point in time, I don't know. If I were Hudson, I'd try something tricky because I've got the entire left-hand side of the field to play with. If they can get a good head of steam going and get a screen, I think they'll be okay.
So I, on the other hand, am going for a Strongsville interception.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
All
I
right.
think he throws one up, and I think one of the safeties picks it off.
Okay, there's definitely room on the field for interception. Okay, I'm with you. It's a pass play. There you go. It's caught and turned upfield for the touchdown.
So unfortunately, the crossing pattern is complete, and Nats are on the coverage there, but you know what? They weren't ready for that.
No, they weren't. They weren't ready for that one at all. But it was a good play, a great execution.
And Liam had plenty of time to find that crossing pattern, which normally he hasn't, and thus the score.
The kick is up and good. All right, 2 minutes, 21 seconds left. It's now 28-21. So the Explorers have scored 14 unanswered points. Clay, unfortunately, the Mustangs are at a point of they need to just keep the offense off the field because they've shown they've got the ability to get downfield and score when they need to. You know, this could be a tie game very quickly within 2 minutes. And I don't think it's anything anybody but Hudson wants. So, discipline. That's all they have to go with at this point in time.
Well, you're right, Don. And again, the Mustangs have played well tonight. I think they, to coin a phrase, took their eyes off their fries there a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know they were trying to get some people playing and so forth. And it might have been just a touch early, but it's easy for us to second guess. And
yeah, even if it was early, I appreciate them getting a chance to play. At this point in time, you bring back in your heaviers, and then you get them back just to hold them if the Hudson gets possession again, you bring back your first string, your heavies, and keep them down where they need to be, away from your goal line.
I agree. So you got the hands team out there for Strongsville, and that's all your receivers, running backs, and so forth. I think it was Lawler again.
Same guy, Kevin Lawler coming up.
Yep.
Mr. Hands
Lawler makes a nice play.
Strongsville will take over at their own 49-yard line.
Strongsville comes out. Offense on the field. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. It's 28-21, so the Explorers will come back 14 points. They're motivated at this point in time to keep Strongsville at bay.
Johnny's in the backfield, hands off to Crotty. It's a tough couple yards, but I think he got 3 or 4. Still looking for Taylor Griffin. I haven't seen him for a while. Hopefully he's okay, because he's an awesome athlete.
Yeah. The clock is ticking, Clay. 1:50 to go. So a couple pass plays, grind it out, run the clock down at this point in time.
Yeah, I think they'll run it because the Explorers don't have any timeouts left. So it's really on Strongsville to run the ball. And, of course, the Explorers have the line of scrimmage. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and here we go. The line,
wow.
The line worked out.
So I think I've been talking about Taylor Griffin for a while, but did you just see that?
I did see that.
Did you see that was Taylor Griffin?
Yes, I did see that.
Okay, all right. So, needless to say, he's an athlete, and he found an opening, and he accelerated, and he rocked it.
Once again, the offensive line, they've got their job down. Bam, he hit the hole and was gone.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
So they've been seeing Karate pound.
Mm-hmm.
Griffin comes in, hits the off tackle hole, and he's off to the races.
Yes, 5'11", 205. Yeah, that was a really good run from him. He was gone. The kick is up and good. And that ball goes past the band. So there you go. 1:24 to go. Mustangs 35, Explorers 21. Very short series there from Strongsville. They scored very quickly on that possession.
Boy, Don, that would take you a long time to chase that ball away. It went over the band like that.
That's pizza and a cheeseburger, Chase, right there.
Yeah, for me, I would just make a cell call and have somebody bring it in from the other counter. So we got 1:24 left. My fear is that Taylor might have been dinged up a little bit, but clearly he looks fantastic.
He does, and the fact that he came in and scored real fast because they weren't expecting him. That was everything right there. Play calling from the coaching staff, perfect. That was good. That's exactly what they needed just to get that together, and they were close enough not to sacrifice a down or two just to get them there. So perfect.
Yeah. So, next week the Mustangs go to Canton, and then they go to Mentor, and then they're home with Solon, away at Euclid, and then back from Medina. So there's a good chance you and I will do the Medina game, and I look forward to that. It's a good rivalry against the former Strongsville coach.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yes. Onside kick by Strongsville. A short recovery in our run-up field by the Explorers. 1 minute, 17 seconds left to go. So the Mustangs, just do your job, do what you got to do. Know your job, do what you got to do. You'll be fine.
Yeah, so I see, Keating and Lawler and, our normal suspects up front. And you got, you got Bobby Hardy's in there, and you got Jake Poyle, the two captains at linebacker. They're there. Griffin's at the corner.
Still on your lean line, but that's okay.
Your normal safeties. You
Yeah.
got linebacker blitz.
Good pass.
Deep pass.
Good pass to out of bounds.
Liam Brennan's pass out of bounds. Intended target number 11, Luke McLaughlin. In on coverage number 1, Nick Adams. Also in on coverage number 23, Shane Slokar.
When I was playing, even a minute was way too early to celebrate because anything wrong could go wrong. So,
Oh, yeah.
so just once you're down to 10 seconds, maybe they go, okay, we won. But for as long as we've been together, my thing's all about discipline. Keep your head together while you're on the field.
So you got Nasser and Adams back deep. They're watching for the deep pass. Pressure on the Mustang by the Mustangs, and down he goes.
Sacked at the 25-yard line. No huddle. No huddle from Hudson. 49 seconds left.
Keating on the sack for the Mustangs.
And they're going to pass. Go for it.
Another deep pass.
And is caught and out of bounds at the 41. Stops the clock at 39 seconds. I think they're going to keep with the no huddle. Just keeps resetting and passing.
Coverage for the Mustangs, sophomore number 23, Shane Slokar.
Oh, no.
And you got Jalen Garner back there. Slokar makes the play. He's a sophomore. Garner's back deep. He's got good hands.
Mm-hmm.
4th down and 2.
And that was wrong. There was a huddle. So fourth and 2 from the.
Yeah, they got to make this or that's a game.
Yeah. Nice reception. First down at the 46. The clock stops at 33 seconds. No huddle offense, so they're going to go for it. Spike the ball. Hudson's going to try and keep hammering away at Strongsville. Good. Keep them working. They should keep working. That's a very good thing for them. We got a player down. Hudson player's down.
It looks like a cramp, Don. Doesn't look too serious, so hopefully he's okay.
Well, if it was that easy to get rid of cramps in the middle of the night, I'd lay on the floor and do that myself.
I hear you, but I don't know if those trainers would like that call to come give you help with your cramp in the middle of the night.
They'll hear me screaming. It won't be a call. So timeout in the field due to a player down. Let's hope it's not serious. Strongsville 35, Explorers 21 with 31 seconds left to go.
So again, Don and I would like to thank our team. Scott, our producer, Susie Kerr, our director, Eric Hansen, Miko Cruz, Nick Whalen, Max Prock, Matthew Wilkinson. Those guys are all running the cameras and in the truck in the back. And again, these are all students at Strongsville, learning, the communications and video world.
Learning a good craft, yes it is.
And they have tough jobs trying to help us look good.
Yeah, well. Everybody take a bow. Thank you very much.
So if anybody has any complaints tonight, call Susie. But other than that, we appreciate your support.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, the Hudson player is off the field right now. Second and 10 to go from the
take the 46. Don.
46.
Yeah.
And it's still Hudson's possession. Ball is live, and here we go. And it looks like a pass play. Deep throw.
Did he
and
catch that?
Reception. Touchdown Hudson. That was textbook right there. That was textbook.
Was it Brady Ludwig again, number 5?
Yes, it was. Oh, yeah. Beautiful pass, beautiful reception.
Yeah, it really was.
Got to give Hudson credit there. That was well done.
Away.
21 seconds left to go. So it'll be a Mustangs 35 and soon to be what might be a good kick. The Explorers 28.
Well, you know what, Don, you kind of called this a little bit. You know, you said, hey, these guys are going to keep playing. They're going to try to score, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's exactly what's happened.
It's all that they haven't given up. Being down 14 points or better, they have not quit. And that's the heart, that's the discipline they have to have. Keep playing the game because you never know what's going to happen on the field.
Well, clearly then Hudson can build on that. You know, and then Strongsville can say, hey, guys, you know, we're something, but we ain't all that something.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, again, it can help Coach Serino. Again, he's got a tough couple of weeks coming up. Yeah, so I think that both teams can build on this.
And with Bear filming everything, they'll see what they'll see what we see from our vantage point. So so being on the field is entirely different than, you know, armchair quarterbacking like we are. But then you'll see how really just obvious it was, just kind of their heart and between Hudson and Strongsville keep them in the game.
Right.
35-28 with 21 seconds left to go.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is it says, hey, Strongsville, you guys got to work on your pass coverage, your deep coverage. I mean, these guys kind of exploited you.
Yeah.
You know, whether or not you had your ones in at the end or, you know, whatever decisions you made, you know, you're playing Hudson.
Yes.
I mean, these guys are, you know, a good team.
They're not to be, you know, not to be discounted. Even at 14 points down or better, you know, they still came back. So now they've scored. Now that once again, 35-28 Mustangs, 21 seconds left to go.
So again, I'm Clay Sprague. This is Donald Hill. It's the 31st of August. And we won't see you for a few more weeks as the Mustangs will be on the road. But it's been a pleasure being with you tonight. And we look forward to being back with you in the very near future.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I anticipate yet another onside kick here. They're set up for it. Took it away from Lawler at that point in time.
Yeah, it's got to go 10.
And the flag on the field.
So usually that means it didn't go 10. Let's see what they call. The Mustangs did recover.
They're rather secretive with the signals at this point in time.
I thought I saw a holding signal, but
Recovering for Strongsville, number 32, Zach Savage.
It may have been. Well, it didn't. Well, it looks. Whatever it is, I think it's against Hudson. Yep, it's
yeah,
against Hudson.
so it looks like maybe they were holding a Strongsville player, and Savage made the recovery.
That's holding. That's a 15. That's 15.
You know what, though, Don? That was a personal foul.
Yeah.
So there must have been some shenanigans in there. Now, here's the irony. You know, Strongsville has to snap in a shotgun formation because they don't do a snap from center.
Off center, okay.
Yeah. So Johnny's got to take the snap, and whether he takes a knee, and I think he can because they have 2 timeouts and Hudson has none.
Yeah.
But Johnny should be able to just take the snap, catch it, and take a knee.
Yeah. Looks like they will. Well, no, because they've still got a full line running back. We'll see. We'll see. Nobody's set up yet. Yeah. I think you called that one, Clay. Take the snap, knee it. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. The Mustangs win 35-28. Thank you for joining us this evening, and hopefully if you're watching this on replay, it's as enjoyable for you as it is for us. I'm Clay Sprague. This is Don Hill. And we'll say goodbye from Serpentini Field at Packatan Stadium at Strongsville.
Your final score: Mustangs 35, Explorers 28.
Have
Thanks,
a great
everybody.
evening,
Have
everybody.
a great night.
On your way out, Crusaders and Hudsonville and gentlemen, supporting tonight's game with the video assistant